Hello and welcome everyone. Today we are going to be continuing our playthrough with the episode 4, and let's first start out with fixing what we do with our hunting. Last time we hunted out everything in this zone, which seems excessive, so to tackle this we are going to be buying a second territory, this one, and I'm going to be actually fixing and removing all of this in the hopes of my boars repopulating. And I'll just, I think, paint like a crisscross area where I'm going to be hunting, so something like this, in hopes of everything being populated naturally. What else I'll do is I'll go for my forester and increase the wood in that area. Let me just quickly find where my forester is. And I'm going to be painting out all of this with extra forest. Hopefully that will lead to more boars being populated in this area, because I think they spawn deep into the woods. Okay. Now that's done, let's take a quick look at the progression framework. What else we want to do? We want to build tools, I think, and we'll probably unlock everything eventually, but let's see what first we want to do by looking at trade. Okay, if we look at trade, which is found here, we need cloth to unlock middle trade. And we actually need bread to unlock trade with Davenport. But Davenport doesn't have anything of interest for us, because we would be only selling them bread. So I think getting clothes and tools is probably going to be a better idea for us, because it'll complement everything that we have. Okay, so let's do that actually. Let's unlock tooling and let's unlock clothing. And let us speed up a bit the game until the boars start getting hunted, so that we can get actually some income. We have sold some meat and started having some extra income, and we can start planning where we are going to be building our sheep farms. Let's take a quick look which area we have covered. And perhaps we can put our sheep farm in the bottom area here and possibly expand our farming area down here. So I will actually start by placing my farm somewhere around here. And I'll turn it like so. Let's build it. Let me also take a look at what else I can produce. There's a weaver hut which produces 1 cloth in exchange for 3 wool. That makes sense if I place it, I guess, close by to the sheep farm. So let's do that. Let's place it somewhere like this. And Tailor's Workshop produces 2 common clothes in exchange for 1 cloth. Okay, let's place that also adjacent to everything else so they can quickly move things around. This looks fine, but we are going to need a bit more coins. So let's actually wait a bit. Perfect, our taxman collected some excess income. Now we can finally start building our tailor's workshop, so let's start doing that. And let's take a look at the sheep's farm. It says it's missing pastures. So let's see how big of an area it needs, if this is going to be enough. Okay, that's enough. Let me see if I can maybe trim it something like this. This work? Okay, this seems fine. And let's add some workers. Okay. How do I deselect this? Maybe like this. Main pasture. Ah, the field is too small for the current amount of workers. Okay, let's do it like this. Maybe like this. Still too small. How about this? Wow. Never satisfied. Adequately sized. Perfect. Okay. Now that makes sense. Okay, let's see what else we can do. Weaver's hut produces cloth for 3 wool. Let's assign workers here as well. And let's take a look at what this wants. Wood for the bishop. The bishop is looking to build a few chapels along the pilgrimage routes. One of his merchants noticed your woodcutter camps and wants to make you an offer. Okay, we can do this. We will get some influence and coins, which we desperately need. So let's immediately do that. Nice. Really, really good. And what we are going to do is... Ooh, assign available villager. Okay. We are going to do immigration enabled because we are going to need more workers. And let's actually start thinking about where we are going to be placing everything. This controlled by us is okay. Maybe I can do a resource remove, something like this. And then I can increase my residential area to be... Let's actually pause before everything starts being populated. And I'll just do a residential area to be something like this. This seems neat. Okay, cool. What else we're going to need is actually more storage. So let's take a look at this. Storage improvement, it unlocks improvements for the granary and the warehouse, meaning that we can build additional depots for both. And I think it'll come in handy. So let's start getting that. And I will actually move all of my produced goods into a new warehouse. Let me first figure out where it is. Warehouse, perfect. And I think I'll place it somewhere around here. And then I can extend it as I need to in blocks, which should work fine. So let's go. Let's do it like this. Currently I'm storing wood, planks, polished stone and tools here, but here I'm going to be storing probably most of that because I plan to clear out all of this area and move it somewhere here to make it a bit tidy. It'll leave more room for expansions around here, and then I can build all of my workforce kind of in a circle around my villagers. That's the rough idea. And while I'm at it, let me just quickly take a look at this. I dislike the fact that this one is just this white part, and previously I said that I want to code everything food being red. So let's do this actually. Did I assign... I didn't. No, I did. Okay, perfect. There is a person doing that. That's good. Nice. And when are we getting more villagers? In 6 days. Okay. This is missing raw materials. It's producing sheeps. Perfect. Soon enough, we're going to be having sheep. So let's look at storing cloth here because we're going to need this. And I think I'll actually immediately look into editing this and increasing the depot of it to be a bit larger, because I'm planning to expand in tool making as my next venture. So let's do something like this. And for tools, I need this. And let me just quickly take a look at if I'll be able to sell iron to anybody. So these just want tools. These don't want anything. Okay, for now it's going to be tools, I think. Let's take more workers. And we can take a look at what needs assignment. Let's do something like this. And let's look at the royal book. And what we're actually going to be doing is we will set cloths, actually the common cloths, to be sold if they're above 20. Once we have some, let me see, resource not available to sell, unlock a trade route that wants any. Okay, so we'll need to wait a bit before we can do that. Perhaps it's also a good way for me to move all of my polished stones and woods here. Let's take a look at this. Polished stone, planks, wood. Is there something else? Tools. Okay, and can I say empty stock? Perfect, empty everything. And then they're going to be moving it here, which is fine. I'll remove one of these guys. So this is Lloyd. Okay, this looks good. Perfect. What else do we need to do? We have some extra coins, so we can actually take a look at the progression again. Oh, we actually unlocked tooling. Perfect. Let's take a look at what do we need for tools. Tooling should be under resource production and okay, so charcoal hut cuts trees and produces coal. Okay, maybe we can place these things. I'll probably end up refactoring this further, but for now I'm going to try and make it as simple as possible to move or to tidy up. So I'll actually just place my charcoal guys somewhere here, which is fine. And what else will I need? I will need an iron smelter. Will I have enough tools? Actually, I won't. These will take 2, and I don't have enough to build this one. Let me see my tool buying. How much will I need? Let me quickly sum this up. So this needs 2, this needs 5, and this needs 6. Okay, so I'll need 10 more tools, which I think I can do by just... Okay, that's a wrong click. If I go to resources and I buy tools until I have 11, should be fine. And let me take more workers. And since they are really happy, I think it's because of the refined food and everything. Let me just see if I can actually increase my taxes. And what's the effect? So now I'm getting 150 per month. Should I even... maybe I... Yeah, let's leave it as is. We have some pop-up. Advice promoting villagers. Your hardworking serfs believe they are due for promotion. Once all their needs have been fully fulfilled, a villager can rise to a higher status. Commoners and citizens provide for the village in new ways but have additional needs. Build a great hall. Promote a villager to commoner. I'll do this just to have it as a reminder to do something like that. And we had insufficient housing, but I'm not sure why. Since we have... Yeah, it seems fine. Did this empty out? It did. Perfect. Let's actually move all of them here. And I think I'm ready to destroy this. Perfect. So now this is empty. This is good. Can I move this to the right maybe? Nah, it's fine. We're waiting for a builder here, and I think at this point we're going to be just waiting for the trader to come by and sell us some tools. Until then, we have nothing else to do. Hopefully by then also we will have some cloth and we'll be able to open up a trade route. Okay, perfect. We have received some tools and we can think about where we want to place our smelter. Perhaps the best place will be... Okay, we have a charcoal guy, we have a smelter, but we also need an iron mining camp. And an iron mining camp, here is the iron, so we can actually do something like this. Let's turn them around so they enter from where they come by foot. Somewhere here. Let's also look at placing an iron smelter somewhere here next to the road, because here we plan to expand our storage, so let's leave that a bit open. And we will need a blacksmith eventually, so it's a good way. Just place them all next to each other. And they're on the road, so that also works well. Okay, so cuts trees and produces 1 coal. Let's do 3 of those. Actually, I'm not sure how much. So they need 2 coal and 1 iron. They need 2 coal for 1 iron, and they need 4 iron ore. And then for 3 coal and 1 iron, they produce tools. So we actually need a lot of coal. Okay, that works then. Perfect. And we started producing some wool. We did. And we are also producing cloth already. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. We actually have 4. Okay, soon we are going to be having another trade route open and we'll be able to sell more stuff, which is amazing. And I think until then, we just need to wait for additional trader. And I'll get 1 round of employees and the next one will be in 4 days. Okay, cool. So let's just wait for the trader to give us more tools and for everything to build. While we are waiting for our tools to come by, we actually started getting enough clothes so we can open up a trade route. And let's take a look. Okay, we can open up this trade route and we can start selling some fish and clothes to Middle, which is allied with the clergy. So let's start doing that. It will give us some additional income. And what we are going to be doing is we're going to be selling all the clothes that are above, let's say, 30. And to be safe with food, let's also say, oh no, this is meat. This is my bad. We're going to be selling all the fish above, I don't know, 50 to them. And can we sell something else that we have? We have nothing. I think this is fine. Okay, cool. So now that's done. We need to wait a bit for Northbury, I think, to be coming by with our tools. And let's actually start by doing... I'll pause this to get some clothes because I noticed that my iron is missing something to actually finish. I'll do that temporarily. Okay, now we have this, and the builder should be coming to pick this up as soon as possible. And once that is done, we can assign some workers on iron. Let's see. Cool. Now this is building. We can unpause this. Perfect. And once this is done, we just assign all our workers here, start mining it. And we can also do the same for the smelter and start stocking up some iron. Let's take a quick look if somebody wants to buy iron actually. I don't think I saw it when I was looking for it, but I might be wrong. Yeah, no iron buyers. So we don't actually need to stock it up. Let's grab all of these. And I think we should be fine by the looks of it with the population. So I'll disable this. And let's take a quick look. What is this saying? Maybe it's complaining about having insufficient or a house far away. Let's take a quick look. I'm unable to find a house close to my workspace. Okay, that just means that he's wasting a bit of time traveling, which I'm fine with for the moment. Let's wait a bit to get our final tools and get the tool trade going. So I think it's going to take a week for the next merchant to come by. So let's wait for that. While we are waiting for trade to take place, we have just received a messenger. Wool for the king. The king has commissioned woolen flags to be proudly displayed on his fortresses. A merchant aware of this project noticed your flock of sheep and wants to make you an offer. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do this, but we can always give it a go. The rewards are quite nice, so let's try it. Let me just pause this for a second and see. I need to accumulate 100 inside storage facilities, which means that I should actually pause this and try to do that as quickly as possible to get some influence and extra coin. So let's try doing it like so. And since I have 123 coins, I think I'll actually start making a wheat farm also somewhere here. Let me just quickly take a look at the progression and unlock this. Perfect. So we got 3 buildings, which we're going to be using to create bread, and I think I'll end up needing more workers. Let's take a look what this says. Improving trade with Middle. Trade with Middle is booming. They plan on investing this wealth into restoring their old church, which would attract pilgrims. This could also benefit your village if you supply them with resources. Okay, cool. I'll do that. Let's speed this up a bit. Okay. So what did we receive? Food production. We received a wheat farm. And we received windmill, which needs flour, and this needs water as well. And we need a lot of tools. Okay. So eventually I'll end up expanding into this area, so I guess it makes sense for me to start planning my buildings around it. Which at this point... this feels a bit weird. I might need to move my manor house, and let's see if I can do that relatively quickly. Okay, if I move it like this, does it cost me an insane amount? And I'll actually turn it towards myself so that I can see whenever somebody's coming. So let's do it like this. And it just seems to be a 3 coins cost. Okay, let's see if my understanding is correct. And let me check if I'm buying enough tools. Let's do a 10 in the meantime. Perfect. And hopefully this gets built soon enough so that we can actually start producing stuff. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to deliver wool. We were short 2 of them, but we got another merchant. Loaning tools, have more than 200 gold coins inside storage facilities. Pay 200, so, and we gain 25 tools. And some labor, but I don't think I need this, so I'll be fine without them. That's okay. Let's grab all of these workers. Let's disable immigration for now. And let's take a look at this. First, tools forged. An industrious clang of metal echoes through the village. Tools are now crafted, not bought. Your villagers are eager to build, create, and thrive with these sturdy instruments. Very well. Happiness bonus of 10% for villagers with villager profile. Okay, amazing. Let's start producing with this, since we've stopped it in hopes of getting enough wool for that king's trade, which is not needed, unfortunately, anymore. And let's take a look at the royal book, and what I'll actually start doing is I'll actually start selling if I have above, I don't know, 30 tools. I'll start selling. So at the moment we have been completely self-sufficient. We are not buying anything anymore. And we have some extra coin. And we have a positive income. Amazing. Perfect. So next thing that we're going to do is we need to buy this territory to start setting up our farmland. And Let's actually start doing it. Oh, we lack 8 coins just as I was about to do it. So we're going to be waiting a bit, I guess, before we can do that for next trade. Okay, now that we have enough coins and a solid buffer of 50, let me just take a look at our other options. If perhaps we want to put our farmland somewhere at the top, just so it's closer to the serfs that work for it, and then we can keep this general area like free for production of goods and crafting, forging, whatever. So I think I'll actually start doing that. And I'll buy... Oh, wow, this is 15 per month. And this one is... No, it's the same. I guess it's because I've expanded that. That's why it's happening. Okay, let's do that. I'll buy this territory. And I'll start producing food here. What I need is a wheat farm. And I think I'll actually do something like this, which seems fine. We're going to need to buy a well as well. But let's first take a look at other stuff. So we need a wheat farm. We need a windmill which produces flour from wheat. There's a weird look, but it's okay. So something like this. Let me see how it looks like. No, it looks the same. Okay, so something like this. And then we also need a bakery to produce the bread. And we're going to place the bakery somewhere around here. And we will actually place a well next to it. Once we have enough coin, let's do something like this. This looks fine. Let's place this. And once we have enough coin, we will end up placing this one also. Perfect. Another trade happens, and now we have enough to build our bakery. So let's do that. And let's start setting things up. First, what I'm going to do is I noticed that this thing is not getting built because I haven't applied the changes. So let me do that. And let's see if I build 3 villagers and assign them, not build, but if I assign them to this. This is too small. Field is too large for the current amount of workers. Is this fine? Too small? Still too small? Let's do something like this. And let's clean up all of these woods. Not this. This I like. But let me check. Field is too small. Adequately sized. Okay, so this is fine. Perfect. Maybe if I do something like this to make it look a bit tidier. Perfect. So that's fine. And then it produces 1 flour in exchange for 4 wheat. Okay, I'm going to assign 3 here, and I'll leave 3 for this. But I'm not sure if they need actually 3 workers or not. That's going to be determined once it's built. Let me quickly take a look at how do the boars look like? Is everything hunted out? Doesn't seem so. Seems fine. They seem to be repopulating. This seems to be like completely demolished though. Maybe I need a forester to go in that area first. Perhaps it's worth seeing if I remove this. I'll just remove this reforestation temporarily. So they end up reforesting this area first. And then once that is done, I'll paint this again. How does this look like? They're missing raw materials. They are working fine. Okay, that's fine. A merchant is approaching my village. Let's take a look at that. Wool for the elders. The elders are looking to increase nearby settlements' clothing stockpile. One of their merchants has seen your flock of sheep and wants to make you an offer. Okay, this is perfect. I have enough wool already to do this, so it sounds like a good trade. Let's accept it. This is extremely lucky. What does this need? One market stall, but didn't I place it? I guess it needs, yeah, it needs clothes and everything. This is behaving fine. This needs, what does it need? It needs iron, and they're producing it slowly. Maybe I should get another iron mining camp, but not for now. Okay, so far things look good. I'm slowly producing tools, which is fine. I don't have to buy anything. I'm self-sufficient, which is great. My forest is being placed here slowly. It's far away from my foresters, but eventually it will get there. And another builder is coming. Let's see. I guess now it's going to be finished. Hammer that guy. Let's go. Okay, so it actually needs 4, and I have none, which is fine. I just need to see. Okay, so 20, 50, perfect. I need, how many do I need? 7. I need to enable my immigration again. I think I'll have enough space to actually put my villagers. I have enough, I think, for 2, maybe? 2 houses, which is 4. Maybe I'll need to add another one. We'll see. We will see how things go. Do I have enough clothing? I have 44. Perfect. Let me just take a look at how do my upgrades. I need to unlock that one. I'll be able to unlock this trade route as well with bread. And I think I need a mandate for that, which I don't have. So let's actually take a look at that after. And we're going to be putting bread here. Okay, that's good. Did this guy plant some forests? He did, but not enough. I think for now, what we are going to be doing is basically just chilling a bit, waiting for more immigration guys and for the forester to plant everything that he needs to before we continue building any more stuff. We have a courier. Let's take a look at what he says. Advice earning influence. An isolated community of fishermen is looking for a kind-hearted builder. They need help constructing a bridge to connect their village to the rest of the realm. They don't have much to offer, but they promise to spread the word about your generosity amongst the laborers. 90% the blueprint is concise. 10% the blueprint is confusing. Okay, I'll gamble. Nice. My builder did good. Perfect. And the forest is slowly growing, which is fine. Earn some influence. Let me see if there's anything that I can do with it in the progression. Actually, I can't do anything interesting. I guess it's for something else that I haven't figured out yet. In the meantime, let's assign some of our workers here. Be able to produce bread. Perfect. And we started selling some clothes, so that's nice. And our coffers are looking amazing. Let's take a look at the forest. Slowly growing. I'll leave it to do one more turn of reforestation at this area before I actually start planting this as well. Because I think we have enough coal and everything to start producing. Let's grab these immigrants. Perfect. They'll probably plant their houses somewhere here. And this looks good, actually. Perfect. So let's wait a bit for the reforestation and then we turn on the reforestation again in front of the woodcutters to start producing wood again. Okay, we got some new immigrants and we got a courier which says advice influencing others. The fishermen are thankful for the blueprint as a bridge will help bring their community to the forefront. As a thanks, they would like to trade a fair number of fish for some of your stones. I don't need this. Trade, I just gave you a bridge. You will use your influence to earn the fish without giving anything in return. Keep the fish, I don't need them. I have enough of my own. I sell the extras, which is fine. Okay, this looks perfect. So the reforestation is done. Let me clean it out. So this is not needed anymore. Perfect. And I will actually start planting everywhere around. Maybe not in this area. Let's clean it up a bit. Do something like this. Let me just try to keep the road clear. I thought it would be much easier, but I forgot I have the fisherman guy just on the seaside. Okay, something like this seems fine to me. Perfect. Cool. I constantly misclick the right mouse button and left mouse button, so okay. So now that's done. Let me see. So I think these guys actually need iron ore because what I'm seeing is that that's constantly missing. And I'm thinking that I will actually buy another one of these. Let me take a look at iron mining camp. Let's build another one. Okay, perfect. What is this? First bakery. A delicious aroma drifts upon the warm wind this morning. It's your village's first bundle of bread, fresh out of the oven, to the delight of every villager and their tingling taste buds. Very well, nice. Cool, so we're producing some bread finally, nice. And it seems like... Let me see if I can quickly look at it. Okay, so bread. Perfect. And another villager, that's fine. We have 5 unemployed villagers. And how many can we put here? 3, and here we can put 2. Okay, so what I think I'll actually end up doing is maybe even just increasing... Yeah, because this seems like I'll need more wheat rather than bakeries. But we will see. So far so good. I'll expand this later, I think. What I'll do initially is, once this is done, I'll start prioritizing that. Let me just quickly pause this. Once it's done, cool. Let's pause. And do we have enough? Let's store some cloth. Cool, we have enough. We can unpause. And once this is done, we assign some workers here. And we're going to be distributing, I guess, the rest of them here. Eventually, once I start expanding, I'll create another wheat farm, and then the bakeries will do the job naturally, which will work fine. Let me just quickly check. What is this iron? Oh, okay. So this is iron. Nice. Perfect. We have a pop-up. Increase house density. Villagers are happy to learn about your plans to enhance... Villagers are happy to learn about your plans to enhance fortifications and carry out patrols. They believe this will increase the village's density and foster prosperity for the entire community. Okay, so this will be a good reminder, and I think this is something that we will have to tackle in the next episode, because it feels like I'll have to learn a lot. Villagers leaving. Some villagers in your community are unhappy. They have their reasons, but one thing is clear: they will leave if life in your village does not improve. Check to see what is bothering them. Preventing villagers from leaving. Raise the happiness of all villagers to 25%. Currently 67 out of 70. Okay, let's help them out. And let me take a look at what the villagers are complaining about. I'm unable to find a house close to my workspace. Okay, let's pause and see what is he doing. He's a transporter, charcoal burner, another transporter, and a miner. It seems like I'll actually need to place these closer than I wanted to, which is unfortunate. Okay, let me see what I can do. So I don't need anything here. Can I move it? Maybe I'll place it somewhere here so it doesn't bother me. It's fine. Okay, we did that. I'm going to edit this as well. And I'll place it, I guess, somewhere like this. Fine. Unfortunately, I'll have to move this. I kind of wanted to, but I can't. Can I move it? Let's fix the miners first, I guess. I will do them. I'll place them somewhere like this, so they're close by. They're going to be further apart from the iron, but it is what it is. I need to satisfy the villagers' needs, otherwise they'll start leaving. This looks fine. And let's see, can I place them somewhere here, for example? This seems good enough. Maybe something like this, so they can enter and leave and give everything to the blacksmith. Am I blocking anything? It feels fine. Okay, so this is good. And then I need to figure out how am I going to be moving my transporter area. I guess makes sense if I place it somewhere like this. Will this be enough? Let me see. What can I do? So this is too far. Okay, I'll turn it a bit around so that I see what else is in there. This is fine. And can I move this one, actually? No, I can't. Can I delete this? This feels weird. Let's actually start building stuff first. And I'll see what else I can do. Villager path is blocked. Could not reach charcoal hut. I guess this needs to be moved again. Maybe to here. Something like this. Let's do this, then they'll be able to move it. I'm wondering why I can't actually move this area though, but it's okay. Let's see if now they are happier. Now that I've moved everything, this is a wrong click. So villagers, I'm unable to find a house close to my workspace. One of them was at 5%, so I think things are looking up. My workplace is unusable. That'll be temporary. Let's grab this guy. We have actually a lot of bread. That's insane. Perhaps we can also start selling some... This is... What is this? I can only sell... Oh wow. Okay, that's a mistake on my end then. Let me just quickly edit it. So I need to remove this because I want my goods to be color-coded blue and not red. I'll place another stall here and it will sell bread. Cool. So that's how it looks like. Amazing. And temporarily, I'll suspend production of clothes so that I can get some cloth. Villager path is blocked. Charcoal hut is complete. Could not reach charcoal hut. Housing is insufficient. Let me see. Now if villagers are happy, my workspace is unusable. Okay, things seem to be looking up. He is unhappy that his workplace is unusable, but it is what it is. I think soon it's going to be done. Yeah, that's how it looks like. Perfect. Let's grab all of these guys and we will stop immigration for now. Cool. We don't need anything here. We are going to put a serf here and put some bread for sale as well to increase our happiness. Let me just give it a second shot. Like, can I individually look at a resource depot and just move it? Yeah, I can't. Doesn't seem to be able. I actually can't select anything. I edit it and I click it. Seems bugged. That's unfortunate. And let's take a second look. Do all my villagers have something to do? I'm unable to find a house. Unable to find a house. Wow, okay, so all of them are unable to find a house. I think that will be solved by me increasing the density. They'll be able to shuffle around and be close to wherever they need to be. So that's going to be fine. And this seems to be sorted a bit after all of these have started producing resources. So things are looking up. Let me also set up some resources that we're going to be trading in the future, and it's going to be bread if it's above 50, because I think that's a safe enough number. Oh wait, actually I need to unlock the trade route first. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. And let's sell all our bread that we need to sell. Where is the bread? Here is the bread. Perfect. So if it's above 50, we're going to sell it. And I'll actually do the same for meat. We will probably never end up having enough, because as it stands out, the hunting area... Okay, it's actually getting quite populated. That's interesting. But it's too far away for them to get enough, I guess. So this is fine. But I think even with some bread, it might be beneficial for us to sell it. The trade route, this is costing 3 and bread is costing 2. So if I actually start selling meat versus bread, that might be good. But it is what it is. Let's unpause this. And I'm thinking that we could even start calling it a day. So what we've accomplished is we've heavily increased our trade. We have set up a sheep farm, a tool farm, not a tool farm, but a tool production. We have some bread production around here. And we are trading with 3 partners versus just 1 last time. And we have a healthy income and a healthy amount of coins in the bank. So things are looking really well for us. And in the next episode, I think I'll probably just focus on making my manor and moving it from the center. Probably placing it maybe even on that island there. We'll see. I'm not sure if it will benefit me by having it closer to the village or not. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!